What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our playthrough of Dragon's Dogma 2. First thing we've got to do today is go talk to Leonard. I think is his name, Leonard. Oh,
have you some business
never
with
mind. We're going to talk to Flora
sir?
first.
Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account.
I was not worried.
I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family
Fascinating.
runs a little shop in Vermund. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it,
There it is.
I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do?
Got to help the adorable child NPC out.
You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're
There's
really
no harm
sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful.
I'm sure you would.
Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
She needs a fruit rubberant,
ourselves.
which I believe... I don't think I already have some, but I do... yeah, okay, so fruit rubberant is pretty easy to make. It's just greenware-ish with any kind of dried fruit. Or Morningtide with dried fruit. You can make it. You only need one.
Purchase some at
Give
Runa's
it to her.
Apothecary here in Mel.
Hello again, sir.
Or you can buy it for
So,
600 gold.
Have you brought some fruit rubberant for me?
I have.
Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
You're so welcome, kid.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us.
And this
He
does
wants
lead
to
to you getting a
reward you
discount
proper, like.
at her
I like
grandfather's
that.
shop later on, so...
My heart is light
It
as
is
a
worth
feather
doing.
after that exchange.
And plus you get the Ring of Exaltation and 100 gold. This guy's just advertising his lanterns. But we're not going to buy a lantern from him. We're not going to buy anything from him. We're going to go into a shop and open up this chest that's just sitting here. And we can take greenware from. And then, I don't know of any Seekers tokens around here. I don't know if there are any, but if there are,
Well met.
I don't know
You're
about
the one
them.
who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you?
I sure am, Leonard.
She told me all
This guy
about
reminds
it.
me of John
It's a very
Cleese.
brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps
Nope.
you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you.
So as far as vocations go, I'm not going to go through all of these. But yeah, they're exactly what you expect them to be. He
Very
doesn't
well.
tell you anything
There is
that
no wrong choice in any
you
case.
don't already know.
It's entirely up to you which
Fighters
vocation
fight,
you adopt.
archers shoot bows, mages cast magic.
But I shan't take up any more of your time.
Thieves
Pray be well.
are fast and use daggers. That's it's really nothing
Here at the
nothing
inn,
revolutionary.
We also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
All right, here we can organize our storage. What's cool is that anything you put into storage, as far as like components go, will be it'll automatically pull from it when you upgrade your gear. So that's really nice. You don't have to worry about pulling items out of your storage to upgrade your equipment. All right, we have 497 discipline. We're just going to get a couple of weapon skills here. Definitely the airward slash. We're going to equip that on A. And then For the augments, we can't get metal yet, but we can get shield bash. Shield bash is very useful. So we're going to get that. Seraphina has 369. Nice. So we're going to give her Levin. Levin is fantastic. It doesn't matter what button you equip it on. Focus bolt, we're not going to get that. I don't find it super useful. I wish that we had quickened cast, but we don't have that yet. She's got to level up a little bit more. So it's also really expensive to rest here, so I wouldn't bother. There's a chest down here. And then there's going to be a dude with a quest that we can do here in just a moment.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting.
We're not going to follow Dahlia yet.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around?
We're not going to follow her yet. We're going to find... Is it this guy?
Is that you, Norbert?
Yes.
Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught.
I look nothing
Wait,
like Norbert.
Listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother?
How big my dude is
Brave fool
compared to
said
this
he was
guy.
going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself,
Only you're a coward.
I'm not afraid of monsters, which would hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I
It
thought...
wouldn't help anything, you're right.
You go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir,
I definitely can.
worry
but...
for my brother.
All right.
Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a
You're just
map.
going to have to come with us.
And it's hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge.
Lady in the background just
I
looks
suppose
like she's
there's
ready
only
to
one
kill
thing
something.
for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you?
I sure will, bud.
Right. In we go then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We have been called
All right.
upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
Now, we'll go find Norbert. Go save his life. He'll be fighting off a bunch of wolves. But before we get to him, I believe there are some harpies we have to contend with. So we'll do that as well. And I like to go around here just to avoid the watchman there. Otherwise, he'll stop you and be like, hey, are you ready to go to the city?
We're all of different
And-
vocations, aren't we?
We're not ready.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
We must each of us own our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
You're so right, Herham.
Seems naught ever goes right.
This guy is such a whiner. He's such a complainer. Always keep an eye out when you're going through forested locations in particular for cinnamon bark and for the scarabs, the beetles. They like to hide them out, and I know I haven't found all of them in the areas that I've been in, so I'm positive that there are some that I've missed.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
Yep. So you can pick up this camping pack here. It only puts me at average weight, so that's nice. As far as I can tell, the camping packs have unlimited uses. Like I've have a couple, and I've used them multiple times, and they have not run out. I think they can be destroyed by monsters if you don't take out all of the monsters in the area that you're in. Oh, this is a shield bash. I love it. But as long as you take out any threats around you before you camp, then you should be okay. Make sure you're not completely gassed before you get up to the quest marker location. We're actually gonna stop and catch our breath for a second. Let that dude get ahead of us. I always forget his name.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
The
Can
pawn
anyone hear
dialogue
me?
could use a
Please?
little work.
I need help.
I do think that. Alright, here we go.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Oh god. Oh god. Now, just keep in mind, the wolves can pick you up and carry you off. That is a thing that can happen. And while it is very funny, it is also very frustrating.
I thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
Ian, that's his name.
I think I'll be all right.
Ian
If
and
you
Norbert.
hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where
But
I'm
he's a
standing,
coward.
all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Gotta deliver those
I will
herbs.
hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Let us proceed
Okay.
with caution.
So now,
Keeping an
we
eye on
just
our
backtrack.
charge at all times.
We go right back to where we were. I would not stray from the path for this because the two brothers can die. So if you get into a fight and they end up going down and you can't revive them, then yeah, you just lose out on the quest because you let them die. So I would recommend just going right back down the same path you just came from. Yeah, it's a little more boring, but it's also safer. But I mean, if you do you. If you decide that you want to risk it, like, feel free. And if you do that, let me know in the comments how it goes. Did they die a glorious death? Or did you fell an ogre with the help of Ian and Norbert? That would be pretty fun. But, again, I'm not going to risk it because this is a, not a walkthrough. This is not, not a walkthrough, but it is a kind of a, let's get you a good start at the very least. Man, gotta get that stamina up. Alright, what level are you?
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Let's see, she's level 8. But, yeah, I don't want to spend 68 roof crystals on her. We can do better. Okay.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my
Sure.
brother told me he was
Whatever
going
you
to
gotta tell
fetch those
yourself, man.
herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. Mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand
never
around
know.
with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner.
Or you might have both died to the wolves.
I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Never again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Good on you, buddy. 1,500 gold and a homespun cloak. Oh, let's equip that ring that we got. Equip right hand. Yeah. We'll go ahead and equip this. It doesn't really do much, but it looks a little nicer than the shirt that we've got. We have a cloak, and we're wearing a miniskirt, essentially. Our quests. So, we're going to do that again. We're going to do it in a second. But we'll go around him for a moment, because we're going to go talk to Sir Leonard again, because he has a quest for us that is very easy and very quick.
Hail! If you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help?
Of course.
Excellent. You're a good sort.
Since I don't know what you're asking yet.
Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy.
Bit racist.
I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some
I actually don't know if the saurians
casks
are a
and
sapient
left them by the village entrance.
species.
Use them to send the saurians scattering.
So, I don't know.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true.
Monsters.
But I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't
this way.
scatter.
It's no great
Damn,
shock
Jada.
to me.
Alright, yet again, we're going around the Watchhead, because we don't want him to talk to us yet. Be careful with these. Your pawns can explode them and kill themselves in the process. So just be mindful of that. If you target that correctly, the saurians will fall into the water, and you don't have to throw any follow-up barrels, which is nice. And now we find Sir Leonard again. He should be right back where he was. If he moves a little bit, sometimes he'll move a little.
To have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any
Just
luck,
going
the
full
saurians
scorched
will
earth.
realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must
Fair
make
enough.
sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's nest, and your task is done.
All right.
A single
Let's
jar of
do it.
poison ought to send those saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
Thank you. I know how to handle a jar of poison. It's so pretty. It's purple. I like it. Yeet. All right.
Expertly thrown, Master.
We have done
I'll
it.
wager those saurians will think twice
Easy
about nesting
peasy,
here again.
squeezy lemons.
My heart is light as...
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks
So,
for
I mean,
your efforts.
super easy.
And I must say, you've a
Super
fine
quick.
arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you
Agreed.
got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess.
His
Or perhaps
hairstyle
it's
just-
a little early for such talk.
Ugh.
In
I
any
hate
event,
it.
thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
All done, then.
Yep. All right. Real quick, let's just combine any items that we can. We can make 6 salubrious drops. 8. 10. 11. Nice. We can make some tarring arrows. Very cool. Very, very cool.
You've returned.
All right. And
Good
right on
timing,
time.
too. have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My
I will.
thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare?
Nope, we're ready. That's all we were going to do here.
Then let us be on our way.
Alright, and now we're going to follow Gregor to the capital. We're pretty good on health. We might end up camping through the evening. We'll see. Alright, we got goblins.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Ah, bro. That was your goblin. You were supposed to take care of him. That goblin just got ganked up on like crazy. Wow. Almost feel bad for that goblin. Almost. We can go off to the side here a little bit.
Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Yeah. Just drop down on that one. Get bombed by another one. That's obnoxious.
No mercy.
Flame is brutal, by the way. It hurts. Need a little help.
Of course it falls to me to
Healer.
do this. Isn't that always the way
Thank you,
it is?
Seraphina.
Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll
Get our
it
health
done.
back up. Woo. That was being on fire. It's rough, especially after you've been tarred. Like, it's even worse, which makes sense. And if you're not fully healed from that, you can always just like eat an apple or two, or something. Like, just eat something, get your health rest of the way back up if you don't want to spend the time waiting for another spell.
So it has always been. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Let's hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust.
Alright, here we go. Oh, come on. Yeah! The lack of a targeting system is both frustrating, but also very rewarding when you actually do manage to hit something out of the air. I guess it feels real good. It's very satisfying. Wow. We made very short work of those goblins. Not all barrels and crates are destructible, but a fair few of them are. And it's worth destroying some of them. You know, like, don't do it all the time. You don't necessarily have to, but they're definitely, when they're crowded around a chest like that, it's usually worth it.
What is that, tower? Nay, a statue.
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
And we shall at some point, but not right now. Alright, we've gotten to the checkpoint.
Hold here a moment.
Let him go on ahead.
I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say?
All right. My claim is
All's
true.
been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Sweet. Let's do it. Gotta get this chest over here. I mean, it's right there.
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
You were hoping for some dried fish? Sure.
An ox cart was
It's
meant to
a
meet
weird
us,
thing to hope for.
Yet, 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
We're gonna have to go save that ox cart. I like that this game doesn't really have a stealing mechanic necessarily. Like there's just stuff lying around and you pick it up. As far as I can tell, like there's no like real thievery or anything. I feel like there was something over here. Maybe not. Thought there was something. But it doesn't look like it. Okay. You never know. We can get these. Like I said, I pick up pretty much everything. If nothing else, you can sell some of the stuff. You won't get a ton for it, but you can sell it for a little bit of money. It's worth picking up. Some more lantern oil. A stability extract. Okay. I don't remember if anything's up there, but it's not really worth trying to go up there. Go ahead and reform this. So this is I think it's the kind-hearted. Yeah, the ripped stone of the kind-hearted, which is fine. I mean, if that's the inclination that you like, there's no issue with that. Over here, we could get another pack. I think we are going to go ahead and pick it up, and then we're going to give that to one of our other party members. We'll give that to Herhrim. Herhrim. I don't know what they were going for there. So we've got another campsite that we can rest at, which is nice. What time is it? It's about midday now, so we've got time. As long as we don't wander too far from the path, we should be okay. On my just for fun playthrough, I wandered from the path a lot and got caught at night, and it was it got a little hairy at times. I won't lie. Avalanche.
Is everyone all right? More
Yes.
marks of the dragon's fury.
As deer run into
Its
him.
rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Deer just running into his back. He's fine with it. Just getting gored by antlers. I mean, it's fine. No big deal. Alright. So these goblins were here. So this is one of the neat things about this game, in my opinion, is like if those goblins had moved, which they will sometimes, then they won't die. Like it's very dynamic. If something happens to make them move before that avalanche happens, then they will live. You have to fight them. It's pretty neat. It's a very dynamic world. Alright, good job everybody. Is there anything over here? Nope. Okay. There is a pouch. 470 gold. Let's go. Some greenish slime. used to make I don't remember. I don't remember what that's used to make, but it's used to make an item. It's used to make something. All right. Continuing on. Like I said, we don't want to go too far off of the... Okay, what is your deal, bro?
Just between you and me, my survey missions through the caverns and ruins have been more trouble than I foresaw. My task is to seek out items of potential value and research them. And 'twas going well, too, till I found that door.
That door.
'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings. But my orders are to get to the bottom of it.
Sounds like a mystery.
Back and forth I go on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
Interesting. Do I need to talk to you again?
Might you be looking to enlist?
Okay. Alright. Well, it's not going to give me any more information than that. Yeet. Oh, God. That one just fell out of the sky. Caution, flying goblins. Yeah. Yeah, we're so awesome and cool. Alright, continuing on. I'm Emily.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Boom.
Yeah, into Pincushion.
Let's go. And look over here. Little golden trove beetle. Those done. Take care of that. We got one more. Nice. We've got some looks like goblins. Are those goblins? Nope, that's another harpy and just a regular adventurer, it looks like. Oh, that was simple. Love that for us. Very easy. Don't forget to use your beetles. You can come back to this ruin later, or you can do it now. It's up to you. I'm going to come back to it later. I prefer to press on. There's another campsite that we could stop at if it starts getting a little too late in the day for you. You can stop at the campsite. You can rest. You won't be penalized for it in any way. At least not that I am aware of. But right here is where your big... Keep note of this barrel here. This is where the big encounter happens.
We're trapped.
We're not trapped. Look, it's a big boy. But he's at like half health, so it's fine.
Aye, a Cyclops. To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Alright, so what we're gonna do? Oh, there's another barrel over here.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Be on your guard.
Alright, yeah, that barrel can explode just by falling like that, so be careful. Alright. Blow that up. Water out. Gonna break the dam, and it usually will knock the Cyclops down as well. Yep, there he is. Couldn't find him for a second. Where'd he go?
Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Stab that Cyclops in his eye. One more to do it. Yeah!
Time remains for the capital. When all the people of Vermund feel rhythm.
Easy.
You have my gratitude, sir. Could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
I am going to accompany them on the ox cart, only because it does get you to the capital faster, which unlocks a few other things a little faster. And you can always come back through here after going to the capital.
It's not every day one happens upon a material so rare.
All right, so we got some nice,
what to do with it.
nice materials. And then go over here. Got another camping pack. Which I always pick up the camping packs, even if you don't need them, just to have them. And then I believe there is a treasure chest up here. Not positive. But again, never hurts to take a look. Okay, looks like I was incorrect, which is fine. We could go down there. Oh gosh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, that was close. That was close. Alright, we're going to go back to the ox cart. We're going to hop in and then make our way to the capital. Oh, we're going to rebuild this.
Here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us?
I do.
Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Let's rebuild this first. Okay. No need to hire new pawns now. I mean, if you want to, you can, obviously. But I don't see a need to just yet. We're going to be at the capital soon. We're going to get attacked by goblins first, though. Maybe.
Goblins! Rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Alright. Turn on your lantern. All the better to see you with, my dear.
Goblins approach!
Moving into the fray. Take care of this heavily armored one here. Bonk. There we go.
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter.
Seems we drove them off.
Utter
Well,
what?
thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way?
Yes.
All right. Into the ox cart then.
Yeah, we wanna continue with this group the whole way. And like I said, once we get to Vernworth and talk to Captain Brandt, then we'll kind of have free reign to do whatever we want to do for a good long while. You're not required to do anything past that point, as far as I know, at all. Like, unless you're playing a story mission, as far as I know, there are no real requirements. So you can venture all over the map. seems a peaceful sort of land, but looks can be deceiving. Look, it's Captain Brandt, our speech giver from the very first cutscene.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt,
Would
this
be
individual
Arisen.
summoned a pawn through a rift stone.
Bruh.
Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace.
I don't believe so.
He is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund.
When's the last time you checked?
That this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning.
How rude.
If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee.
Ask me your questions, Bridgekeeper. I'm not afraid.
Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty.
Oh.
If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes.
That's fair. That's fair. I forgive you.
Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed.
Yeah, probably.
You, and no other, are the sovereign. The only
I
legitimate
am
ruler
the
of
king.
kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermund's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming.
They never do. There's always one.
Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council,
she looks like a
she
bad
acted
guy.
as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and
Jeez.
sell you to Batal as a slave.
That's not very nice at all.
Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet.
A mere
However,
puppet.
With your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games.
I'm glad to hear
I
that.
shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
All right. We got 6,000 gold from that as well. It's pretty dope. So let's read this real quick. Vermund and Batal regard the Scourge of the Dragon as a matter of the utmost priority. Basically, it's just saying that both sides will defend against a dragon incursion. All right, friendos, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.